Okay, so we just finished Coruscant, we just talked to my ship droid, and now we're on our way to Ord Mantell. But first, we gotta get, like, flight clearance from Coruscant Flight Control, I guess.
Come in, Coruscant Control. Requesting permission to launch.
Permission granted, Master Jedi. Coordinates to Ord Mantell have been uploaded to your Navicomputer. Good hunting.
Okay, now that we're done doing that, we can choose a reward for this real quick and then head to Ord Mantell, which I'll skip over just a little bit here, and voila.
General, I've arrived at Ord Mantell.
Perfect timing. I've just finished coordinating things with my man on the ground there. SIS Agent Otto followed the enemy transmissions to a specific location planetside. He'll give you the full details. Your T7 unit can interface with Darth Angrel's hyperspace data transceiver and download his communications. Take the droid with you.
Guess I'll be playing Dejaric against myself while you have all the fun.
I'm ready to go, General.
Take a shuttle to the surface and meet Agent Otto. Good hunting. Varsuthra out.
I've visited my share of seedy ports, but this one's the seediest. Just as well I'm staying behind. I'll make sure nobody steals our landing thrusters.
Take care of things here. We'll return soon.
Have fun down there.
Stealing our landing thrusters? Is that like stealing our wheels off the car? Like, I come back and the ship's just on, like, cinder blocks? Oh, how funny would that be? Okay, so I came into Ord Mantell, now I've got to talk to this guy.
Agent Otto, Republic SIS. Welcome to Ord Mantell. Hope you enjoy war zones, Master Jedi. This planet's full of them.
Open war will be a refreshing change of pace.
Personally, I prefer life in the shadows. It lasts longer. General Varsuthra had me send a probe droid to the hyperspace data transceiver's location. I learned two things. First, it's on an island. Second, they don't like visitors there. My probe droid wound up disintegrated. Make sure that doesn't happen to you, eh?
No one can stand up against me.
Must be nice. Is your little droid blaster-proof too? When you find the hyperspace data transceiver, plug in your T7 unit and download everything you can from its logs. With any luck, we'll learn what Darth Angrel's been up to. Be seeing you.
Okay, sweet. So now we get to head off over to the secret Doom Island, or whatever it is, and I get to hover across it on my awesome mount. But then I randomly go into this exhaustion zone here. It's like, what the heck? That needs to be a little bit more clear of where that's at. But as we kill through these things, I think it's worth noting that in the previous episode, I mentioned that this episode would be titled Chapter 1, even though it still contains prelude episodes, or prelude content, rather. And the reason why is because I didn't want to have an episode that contained the beginning of Chapter 1 not called Chapter 1. So this gives you context to the beginning of Chapter 1, and it also shows you the end of the preludes. That's pretty cool. Next planet after this is Taris, and that's when Chapter 1 technically starts for all the classes, is after the capital planet. So there you go. The prelude is fairly long, and Chapter 1 is too, but Chapter 1 just starts a little later than you might expect. You would think Chapter 1 actually would start after the origin planet, so like Tython for the Jedi, or Korriban for the Sith, but no, it does in fact start after the capital planet, which would be Coruscant on the Republic side and Dromund Kaas on the Empire side, if you just did not know that. Now, we get to talk a little bit of combat, right? So I'm excited for this, because we've gotten a few more skills here, right? So, well, not only a few more skills, but we also have things I just haven't explained yet, I guess, so this is important to keep in note. So the first thing is down at the bottom left, right? I don't know if I mentioned this, but the 4 key on the bars, so the one next to 3 and before 5, right, 4, the red one, that is a damage over time, or a dot that I could put on a target, and it's one of the main skills for the left-hand tree of the either the Marauder or the Sentinel. Those typical specs use a lot of of dots. So that's one of the abilities I have. The thing above that, however, the yellow one on the right of that list of abilities on the the top bar, just above 7, is my heroic moment. That's something that gives me health regeneration and allows me, or gives me and my companion health regeneration, a lot of it, and allows me to use my heroic ability. So next to that, to the left of the yellow one, is the Unity. It reduces damage me and my companion take by 50% for quite a long time. Then next to that is the Smuggler Legacy ability, which is Dirty Kick, so I can kick people in the nuts and it's hilarious. Next to that is the Legacy Force Choke, which, as you might expect, is Force Choke. Next to that is Legacy Project, which is a consular ability. Basically, I just throw a rock at something and stun it. Next to that is the Legacy Bounty Hunter, flamethrower ability, so I get a flamethrower when I am able to use that. And I can use all those as long as my heroic moment is on, and it lasts for a long time. It lasts for like a minute and a half, maybe 2. It's got a 15-minute cooldown. It's pretty good. Now, as of recording this video, I already have the new one that I got, which is the Agent one. The Agent Legacy ability is Orbital Strike, and that one's pretty sweet. So, I don't have it on my bars here because I haven't gotten it yet, but you'll see it once I'm in like my mid-20s on this character, is when I start using it, which is quite sweet. Aside from that, we have 6 on my bar there. It's just kind of a main attack for the current spec I am now. I just used it there, you saw. And then we have 2 defensive abilities above well, I guess up and to the right of 0, where the med pack is, but to the right of that, like the one with the glowy guy and the guy with the lightsaber and bolts coming off of him. So one of them basically is Saber Ward. It makes it so I just dodge and defend against a lot of things. The other one makes it so I take reduced damage. I think it's, to be precise, I think it's 20% reduced damage I take, and then anything that hits me takes damage from me. So it takes damage from me. It's kind of like an immolate, I guess you could call it. And I think that's it for abilities as of right now. Let's heal up real quick. Oh, one last thing on the bar to the right. The pink one, not the guy charging, but the other pink one. That is like a slow ability, I guess you could call it, a hamstring, rather.
Name, Markovic. Rank, Lieutenant. That's all you're getting from me, Jedi scum.
If you won't be useful, why should I keep you alive?
Get spaced. I'm proud to die for the Empire. Hey, what's that droid doing? Get away from there!
I have a bad feeling about this.
You won't live long enough to tell anyone!
Yeah, so kill this guy real quick. Boom, 1 hit, he's dead. Gain a level. It's hard to believe that we're only 8 episodes into this entire series. I'm already level 17. We are flying, and it's really fun. I'm liking this. It's better, at least.
One less Imperial to worry about.
And now it's time to go back to the guy who gave me the quests to begin with, over in the main town area. So we'll head over there, we'll talk to him, and then we'll get back on my ship.
Back already? That was quick.
It was surprisingly simple, really.
Guess it helped being a Jedi instead of a probe droid. At least the Empire has one less hidey hole. I'll put together a team, see if we can secure that island for our side. You should report to General Var Suthra. Be seeing you.
Okay, now it's time to go back to my ship, which means I need to go to the space station, because for whatever reason you can't actually land your ship at the Ord Mantell spaceport. Who knows? Who cares? We'll come up here, and Wait, hold on a second. There's people there.
So your master was here all along. Well played, Padawan. Your lies convinced even Darth Angral.
Put down that lightsaber and step away from my Padawan.
Spare me your pathetic demands. I hold the power here, not you. Imperial intelligence noticed this girl wandering the station and alerted my master. Darth Angral came from 20 parsecs away for a personal interrogation. Unfortunately, we were led to believe you weren't here.
Told them you were on Corellia. Suckers.
No matter. We have you now. Surrender. Unless you want your Padawan to die.
He's lying. He can't kill me. Angral's orders.
No one will walk away from this.
You do realize you're vastly outnumbered. Not to mention outmatched. I'll never understand what drives you Jedi to throw away your lives. You risk certain death to free this girl. Why? Some misguided sense of duty?
This isn't about duty. It's personal.
My, aren't you the interesting one? Pity you have to die. When I present Darth Angral with your head, he'll be most appreciative.
They may have more people than me, but what they don't have is the ability to do a heroic moment and kick them in the nuts and then force choke them and then flamethrower them. Anybody want some cooked acolyte? It's a delicacy amongst us Jedi, as well as Dark-Sided Jedi, I guess.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I've never been happier to see anyone my whole life.
That goes double for me.
That's, interesting to hear. Anyway, we've got big problems. Angral wanted to know everything about you. Threatened to kill me if I didn't answer all his questions.
You look pretty good for someone tortured by a Sith.
We never got to the actual torture part. He was sending me to Dromund Kaas for that. Angral left with an Imperial Admiral to refit a battlecruiser. Sounds like they have some new weapon. Desolator? We should warn the General about this right away.
I was warned that she can get a little emotionally attached, but in light of it, I think I should have left the cuffs on. Am I right? Yeah? Yeah.
Looks like Taris was combining all your weapon projects to create something codenamed Desolator. We believe Angral's arming his battlecruiser with it.
And it's no coincidence I've lost contact with Agent Galen. The enemy is raiding our weapon research facilities to build that device.
What planet was Agent Galen assigned to?
Nar Shaddaa. It's HUD territory. Neutral. But the Empire has a strong presence there. We can't let Darth Angral complete this Desolator weapon, whatever it is. I need your help stopping him. Securing Nar Shaddaa is vital, but there's another target just as important on Taris.
You have another superweapon on Taris you didn't tell us about?
I'd rather not say more until you're there.
What else are you hiding, General?
I'm not the one doing the hiding. You'll understand later. Too many security breaches here. I won't risk the enemy finding out about this. When you reach Taris or Nar Shaddaa, contact me. And good luck.
Something tells me that when the time comes, I may need to kill the General, or possibly side with him and help him out, because maybe he's working for the Sith. We don't know, but we'll find out more, especially now that we have to talk to him again to go to Taris.
General, I'm on Taris. You seemed worried about this place after Ord Mantell. What's the big mystery you wouldn't reveal?
I apologize for the secrecy, but this involves someone the Empire would love to get its hands on. Angral's son, Taris, was the lead scientist on our advanced warfare projects. But these technologies were all invented by Dr. Nassan Godera. Dr. Godera is a genius. Calculates targeting algorithms in his head for fun.
Since I'm on Taris, I assume he must be too.
Correct. But the situation is complicated. Dr. Godera hates the Empire. So much so he quit in protest when the Republic signed the Treaty of Coruscant. Disappeared completely. We recently discovered he's hiding on Taris, but the swamps, predators, and city ruins are keeping us from finding him.
What did he hope to accomplish by disappearing?
I look forward to asking him that myself. The Republic is recolonizing Taris. Recently, we found evidence that our missing doctor has been here for years. Reconnaissance discovered one of Godera's outposts in the swamp. It's entirely automated. Nothing but droids inside. And they're not cooperating.
If the doctor isn't there, what do the droids at this outpost do?
We think Godera has several facilities. The droids are caretakers in his absence. I've had people scouring Taris for other outposts. The survivors returned empty-handed. After what you learned on Ord Mantell, we need that man's expertise. You're our best shot at finding Dr. Godera.
I'll bring him back alive, whatever it takes.
I left a small team monitoring the outpost. They'll aid your search. Transmitting outpost coordinates. Good luck. Varsuthra, out.
And in the next episode, we'll start Taris, finally.